tuning in here on GoMightyMacs.com, Mighty Mac Week in Review. Sarah Pasternak, myself, Dave Molinaro. It's a beautiful day. Why be stuck indoors? So we brought the whole episode outside.
We are absolutely loving the sun, and we've even got some athletes putting in some extra training during some off time. We are in the busiest part of the season with 8 sports wrapping up regular season play, looking for CSAC playoff berths.
Baseball was in action Wednesday against non-conference Alvernia, which was a loss, and then had a big Newman series this weekend. The first game Friday at Newman was a loss, but then they hosted a doubleheader on Saturday. Let's see how they did. In the opener, with the Macs already up in front by a score of 4-0, runners on the corner. Maybe the hit and run? No, not with Torsani. You dropped the squeeze, scored Tecco, bad rotation by Newman, everyone safe at first and second. Later in that inning, Rick DiDomenico would follow up with a big swing as he laces an RBI single to left center field, and the Macs would take a 7-0 lead after 3 innings. From there on, the senior righty Dan Whalen took over this game as he quieted down the Newman rally with this double play ball. He tossed his 3rd complete game of the year, and IU took the game 7-3. On to the second game, and this was a good one. The Macs trailed 4-0 in the 4th when Justin Dempsey hits this 2-run single down the left field line to cut the deficit in half, 4-2. As forward to the final at-bat of the game for the Mighty Macs, trailing 5-2, Rick DiDomenico lines an RBI double to right center field to make it 5-3 with 1 out. After scoring another run on the fielder's choice, Howie Calumet, the vice president of run support, lays down the first ever bunt of his college career. It was a perfect one with 2 outs to tie the game at 5-5. Storybook ending time here for the DH for the Mighty Macs. Matt Simon next up to bat, hits a line drive walk-off single to left center field to score Adam Connor and lift the Mighty Macs to a 6-5 comeback victory. The Macs are now 8-4 in conference. We're joined here by Tyler Sassman and Howie Calumet, players on the Immaculata baseball team. Guys, thanks for joining me.
Thank you. Thanks for having us.
So we just had a big series with Newman. We won 2-3 Saturday sweep. Can you talk a little bit about that game? There was an exciting ending, I know you guys know, but just from, a player's perspective.
Well, Friday we started off, we played a game there at Newman, and we took off an early lead. We were up 5-1, I believe, right? And then gave up a tough 6th spot, but we just couldn't really fight back after that. But we told ourselves that we really needed to win the 2 on Saturday because it was key, and we had to take those 2 from them.
Mm-hmm. And then Matt Simon comes up in a big spot. The final inning, we scored 3, and then he comes up and hits the game winner. Can you talk about that, Howie?
Yeah, that whole sequence of events was pretty crazy. Obviously, they got the first out of the inning, so we were down to our last 2 outs. And I believe Chuck walked, and we got an error, another walk. And there was a controversial double play call. That last one was called safe. Coach asked me to bunt. Got the bunt down. It's the first of my career here. And then, obviously, Simon got the walk-off hit. So it was needed. We needed that win.
Big 2 wins, as we said. Not too many games left. We have a series with Keystone, playoff implications on the line. What's the team's mindset going into that?
Take it 1 pitch at a time. Coach always preaches us to be like 1-pitch warriors and stuff like that, and we just have to buy into it. We have to believe what he's saying, and we really have to focus on the first pitch on Friday and go from there.
Howie?
I completely agree. Coach has given us the right mindset going into every single series, 1 pitch at a time, just like Tyler said, and take it from there.
Guys, thank you very much. Good luck the rest of the way.
Thank you, Dave.
The baseball team has 2 more conference series left this season. This upcoming weekend, they have Keystone.
The men's and women's lacrosse teams each had a big week with CSAC play. Let's see how they did. First off, the men's lacrosse team picked up their first 2 CSAC wins of the season with a pair of 16-7 victories. First it was over Newman on Monday and then Keystone on Saturday. The Macs will go out of conference on Wednesday at Moravian, but will host Marywood for Senior Day on Saturday in need of a win to keep their CSAC playoff hopes alive. The women's team clinched their 4th straight CSAC playoff berth this week and have a chance this week to improve their seeding. The team fell at home to Newman on Wednesday, but they bounced back with a big, close 15-14 road win over Centenary on Saturday. Currently, they are tied for 3rd in the conference with Marywood, and the 2 will play each other on Tuesday in search of a home playoff stint before Senior Day on Saturday against Cedar Crest. What's up, guys? It's a beautiful day out here, so of course I had to bring junior defender on the women's lacrosse team, Bridget Polanski, out here for an interview. The women's lacrosse team just clinched their 4th straight playoff berth in the CSAC playoffs, and now sitting in 3rd place, they're looking to clinch a home spot for the first round. Bridget, can you talk about what the women are getting ready to do? What are you guys doing special at practice? Any changes?
We're definitely working hard, just trying to focus on the fundamentals, passing, catching, like cleaning up the plays and everything like that. We did have one change. We have a new goalie right now. Elizabeth McBride stepped up to join us and has been working really hard and has been doing amazing in the games, really. She got 12 saves against Newman and really is working just great with us. So it's awesome to have that change, and she's really stepping up for us.
Awesome. And, she's looking comfortable. How's the defense feeling?
Definitely well. We really got comfortable with her. She really adjusted quickly to the new sport, so it's working great.
Very cool. Well, good luck in the first round.
Thank you.
The team is in the heat of the CSAC playoff race and had 2 doubleheaders this past week. Let's see how they did. The Mags swept Summit by scores of 9-1 and 9-1 to split a doubleheader against Centenary to move to 7-5 in the CSAC. They have a couple of doubleheaders this week with Newman on Tuesday and Cairn on Saturday, both of them at home. We're joined here by Anne-Marie Barteau, a sophomore on the Immaculata softball team. Anne-Marie, thanks for coming on.
Thank you.
We're here on your usual spot. We're at shortstop on the softball field. You're the shortstop, and you're the big bat for the Mighty Macs, batting .711, one of the tops in the conference, leading the team as well. Early in your career, you've already proved to, show up in big spots, but with the playoffs looming, can you talk about kind of the pressure that you feel? Because people are looking at you to be the one to make that play in the field and get that big hit when we need one.
Yeah, it's a little pressure, a lot sometimes, but we have to just maintain focus. Coach Mike talks about focus, so just got to go play by play and outs by outs.
Mm-hmm. And then this past weekend, we split on the road at Centenary. Right now, we're in 5th place. As we said, have a playoff spot, only about a week and a half left to play. What's the team's mindset in these final couple of games?
Just to, like I said, remain focused, go hard, play our hearts out, and we can't take any team lightly anymore. The conference is better than normal, so we're just going to go out and play hard.
Mm-hmm. As we said, we're in Anne-Marie's spot here at shortstop. She's usually hitting bombs out there in left center. If you come to a game, you've seen that. Anne-Marie, good luck the rest of the season.
Thanks, Dave.
Go Macs.
On to men's tennis. They went 1-3 in their 4 matches last week and have only 1 match remaining in the regular season. They need to beat Roseman on Monday and get help from Cabrini and Marywood to make the CSAC postseason.
Golf competed in the Alvernia Invitational last Tuesday and placed 6th, led by an 80 from Colin Davis. They shot a team 340 at Stevenson Spring Invitational on Sunday, and they will play Cabrini in a dual match today in their final tune-up for the CSAC Championships.
Track and field competed at the midweek Twilight Invitational at Gwen and Mercy, where there was no team scoring. Angel Chamal Rodriguez set yet another school record and won the 3,000-meter steeplechase, while the 4x4-meter relay team of Rodriguez, Gabe Dwyer, Mike Wamsher, and Dominic Zengel placed 3rd. For the women, they had 8 top 10 finishers, led by a 2nd-place finish by Kayla Rimkus in the 5,000-meter with a school record time. Diana Cusick placed 3rd in the 1,500-meter, and Emily Lowe was also 3rd in the 400-meter hurdles. The Macs will be at Widener this Saturday. We are winding down to the end of spring season, but several of our teams are making CSAC playoff pushes, so be sure to tune in to GoMightyMacs.com for all of your updates.
Saturday's a big day on campus, a lot of games, baseball doubleheader, softball doubleheader, and then doubleheader lacrosse games at Draper Wall Stadium, so make sure you come out and support the Macs.
Be sure to come here. That's all we have for our outdoor special of Mighty Mac Week in Review. I'm Sarah Pasternak.
I'm Dave Molinaro.
And Go Macs.